thank you for coming. Have you ever visited your local pet store where they sell cute little puppies in glass cases? If you have, did you ever wonder where these puppies came from? It's puppy mills, and I'm here to tell you why we need to stop them. A puppy mill is a large-scale commercial dog breeding operation where profit is given priority over the well-being of the dogs. In a puppy mill, the breeder is basing it on quantity versus a responsible breeder who is breeding on quality of a dog. Puppy mills should be outlawed everywhere because of the deplorable conditions that the dogs are living in and the massive amounts of dogs that are still in shelters waiting to be adopted to their forever home. There are millions of dogs out there that are looking for loving families like you. Common problems that are found in puppy mill dogs are listed: epilepsy and seizures, heart disease, kidney disease, deafness, respiratory disorders that commonly stem from the high amounts of ammonia and fecal matter in their living quarters, musculoskeletal disorders such as hip dysplasia, where a dog is born in closed quarters and its bones can grow cross-eyed or sideways. It's terrible. Endocrine disorders, diabetes, hypothyroidism, blood disorders such as anemia, von Willebrand's disease, which is a hemophilia in dogs, very common. Eye problems such as cataracts, glaucoma, and progressive retinal atrophy. Temperamental behavior is very common, unfortunately, in puppy mill puppies because of the close quarters that they've had to live in and the fear of never knowing what's coming next. They never know if they're going to get fed at the same time, they don't get any veterinarian care, and very limited socialization with humans. And that leads us to the inability to socialize well with humans or animals due to the lack of socialization in the mill. Unfortunately, a lot of dogs also suffer from the socialization skills because they haven't been around enough people and the lack of attention. How it all began. They began after World War II due to the widespread crop failures in the Midwest. The Department of Agriculture began promoting purebred puppies as a foolproof cash crop. Unfortunately, they decided to turn their chicken coops and rabbit hutches, what they commonly had on the farms, into dog confinements. In the 1970s, puppy brokers convinced the Pennsylvania Amish farmers that puppies were the cash crop of the future, and this is what sparked it all. In the 1970s, the brokers conducted seminars to teach farmers how to operate their own breeding facilities, which is a huge reason puppy mills started in the Pennsylvania Amish. Here are pictures of different dogs that have come from puppy mills. Here's a Boston Terrier. This dog has a broken jaw due to either a fight or having to fend for itself in the cage. The dog has lax muscle in its tongue, is why it sticks out to the front or even off to the side. And then the dog could be scared noticing the ears are bent back. It's always afraid of what's coming at it, the socialization lack of. And this dog also has skin problems. Here, this poor little puppy has what we were talking about earlier, the hip dysplasia, where the hip is outside of the socket. This dog is terribly emaciated due to probably having to fend for its food. And then this poor puppy has its legs crossed. Its bones did not develop properly. These Shelties, based on the space, there should only be one Sheltie in a cage. And as you can see, there's 2 and 3 dogs in one kennel. And here this puppy is just waiting for its forever home, looking for its adopted family. Petland. Petland is a large supporter of puppy mills, unfortunately. Approximately 140 Petland stores in the U.S. are selling tens of thousands of puppies per year. And where are they getting these puppies? You can only imagine. They're getting them from puppy mills. A new 2009 report has traced that the shipping records of more than 15,000 puppies have gone to pet stores. The people selling the puppies to the pet stores are the brokers that we talked about earlier. The puppy mills sell the puppies to the brokers, and then the brokers sell them to the pet stores. It leaves more of a paper trail, but somehow they never get caught. Puppy mill statistics. Did you know that 4.5 million animals die in shelters every year? Roughly 11,000 every day. That's terrible. That is terrible. 20% of animals in shelters are actually purebreds. So people who are going to the breeders to look for purebred dogs don't need to go that far. It's estimated that 4 million dogs are bred in puppy mills every year. That's the population equivalent of Los Angeles. Gone. Wiped out. Missouri is the largest puppy mill state in the U.S., which is in the Midwest where the crop failure started. And Lancaster, Pennsylvania, has the highest concentration of puppy mills in any county in the nation. This is a picture of my puppy, Ted. He was a puppy in that picture. He is now 7 years old. I adopted him in May of 2003. He was rescued from a puppy mill raid in Indiana, and he has a lot of separation issues, but he has come a long way. So I'm proud to be a supporter of rescue organizations. Ways to help fight puppy mills. Do not buy your puppy from a pet store, especially Petland. They're large supporters. Make adoption your first option. You should always look in to see what pets you can adopt. That's your first option. How to recognize responsible breeders. Breeders who are responsible breed 1 to 2 litters per year per female. Breeds no more than 2 breeds at one time. People who are breeding multiple different kinds of dogs, that could be a red flag to a puppy mill. See where your puppy was born and bred. If the breeder won't allow you to come, they could be hiding something, and that's scary. Do not buy a puppy from the internet. Again, going back to being born and bred, you need to see where that happened. And volunteer at your local pet shelter or humane society because millions of animals need your help. Okay, we're going to take a quiz, so I'd like everyone to participate. What is the largest puppy mill state in the U.S.?
Missouri.
Correct, Missouri. It's terrible, astounding. It's the largest state. When searching for a pet, should you choose a pet store or a local humane society for adoption?
Adoption.
Adoption is always your first option when looking for a pet. Where should you never buy a pet from?
Petland.
That is true. Pet stores are terrible. There are some good pet stores out there, but why not go to your local humane society? It's so important because they're sitting there at night not having a forever home. How did puppy mills begin?
Agriculture.
Right.
After World War II, the decrease in crops. Number 5, how many dogs are estimated to have been bred in puppy mills each year?
4 million?
Correct. That would wipe out all of LA. Adoption is always the answer, always your first option. There are countless adoptable animals out there just looking for a forever home. Check out your local shelter or humane society. Petfinder.com is a great place where I actually found Teddy. Check out your local rescue groups. CanineKindnessRescue.org is the actual rescue site that found Teddy and raided the puppy mill. 1-800-SAVE-A-PET.com and then Pets911.com. Save lives, don't shop, adopt. Stop puppy mills. Thank you.